Lalim's Martian, like Patrick Lalim, the retired player, goalie. Lalim's Martian.
All right, folks, we're back for episode number 4 of Martian Matchplay. I'm pleased to be joined by 12-year veteran of the NHL and former Senators defenseman, current Twitter troll, and current analyst on TSN, Marc Methot. Marc, thanks for jumping on.
Current Twitter troll. I feel like I should be offended by that, but it's good to be here.
Hey,
man.
Leafs
Thank
fans
you.
love it. So, Marc's just going to go ahead and tee off here first. We're on hole number 2 of the Marshes Golf Club. This thing is an absolute beast, not unlike the guy standing next to me here. So it's 650 yards. It plays around 700, if I'm going to be honest. Hardest hole in Ottawa, possibly the hardest hole in Ontario. So good luck, Marc. Let's get after it.
Sorry. I've already got it teed up. I've got my prized Kirkland ball set up here. So. No.
Is it wet?
Wet. Not a golfer.
Got my trusty noodle.
Oh, the noodles are flying. Oh, good bounce. That's going to be perfect.
I like it.
Nice shot, Ken.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm somewhere over there, so I'm probably gonna have to drop.
Yeah, right around here.
I started golfing because of Alfie.
Oh, yeah?
He told me back when I was like 28, just before I joined Hunt Club. He was like, Marc, you're not gonna be able to go to a whiskey bar anymore to hang out with all your buddies all the time. Like, you're gonna have to grow up. Like, and it's not like I was going out all the time, but I think he was making it a point because he knew I didn't like golfing, and I wasn't ever playing in the team tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
So he mentioned it to me, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna take a chance. I'm gonna join, and
Yeah,
it was a great decision.
Great game.
It was great. I was
yeah.
so happy that I did when I did it. But I think now that I've kind of been removed from it a little bit, I just don't really have the bug anymore.
Yeah.
Might come back. We'll see.
It's actually funny that you mentioned whiskey bar, because I think one of the first weeks after you got traded to Ottawa, me and my buddy Johnny were down at the whiskey bar.
Oh, no.
Sure enough, who we run into, you were in a great mood. So,
Oh, I'm sure I was.
You were happy to be back in
I'm
hometown.
sure I was in a really good mood. All right. Nothing like hitting a long iron here on a cold day. Doing gun shots.
That could be perfect if it gets the legs. Beautifully done.
We'll take that.
What a shot.
Thinned it a little.
That's a hell of a recovery.
Let's go find this monster that you hit up right here.
Always one goes in.
Yeah, Camp, dead center, pond. Point of entry right around here. Yeah, you're, I mean, you technically could go for it. 203. 203 with help? I don't know. Let's see what he's made of here.
Yeah, let's see what I got.
Nice shot.
What? That's a
Nice shot.
what? That's a great shot.
Yardage was on point, brother. Nice shot.
I kind of thinned that a bit.
I know, but you're laughing. You're just right in the rough. And that's all water. I mean, you know what I mean?
There's no margin there.
It's good. It's good. You grew a pair. Congratulations. Awesome stuff. I think I'm ready.
I wasn't ballsy enough to wear a pair of shorts like you.
I don't have a wardrobe. That's the problem. I'm too cheap to go buy a pair.
I'm doing these videos.
I play one round a year.
I'm doing these videos. I'm like, I don't want to wear the same thing twice. People start chirping it.
I wore this at the Sens tournament.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Top to bottom. Yeah, absolutely nothing can go wrong here. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, you know what?
I'm gonna throw a dart.
You play that left bank too. It actually rolls right on the green most of the time, but it looks like the pin might be on the top tier.
So I got.
You about $1.30.
Yeah, $1.30 with a lot of help.
the hill. Yep. Told you it comes down.
Good miss. I'm dog shit with this sand wedge.
The short game's where it gets a little iffy.
It gets a little. It depends. It's hit or miss. I find the short game is where I regress when I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Like my drives, despite this first one here, or the second one, I mean, usually are pretty consistent. But yeah, the short game takes a beating, with the hands and the feel.
Yeah, you have the hands of a defensive defenseman.
Yeah, man. I mean, I can't, unless you can switch to some old school Titans here for my sticks.
I'm gonna get tested here. I'm probably gonna end up sculling one for the fans.
No, you got it. No, this is good. It's a great approach shot. A lot of runway. You're good, man.
Yeah.
Positive vibes.
Good vibes only.
Mike.
Myself a lot of work. You're for par right now, Mark. But anyone who knows this hole knows.
Oh, no, I don't. I'm not really concerned. Don't get paid at all.
Now my ball's not in your way. You're gonna go outside. You're gonna go outside.
If I hit your
Then.
ball, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna go above it. Problem is, it's wet. There's a lot of rough here. Fringe, I should say. I'm gonna go high.
Smart play. Slow down. Slow down.
Not terrible.
Pretty well done,
Not
actually.
terrible. I don't like being above the ball.
Get a miracle for bogey here.
Do it.
Get going.
That's a double for the kid.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Okay, we'll lay it up the rest of that one.
Gotta be on camera for sure. He wants that.
There he is.
Solid.
Finishes that up.
That's embarrassing.
Good stuff. All right, Mark, thanks for doing that. Get back over here, you.
Oh, okay. That was it.
Yeah.
All right. You're just
right.
doing the one hole. Okay.
The one hole. Yeah, thanks for doing that, Mark. That was a lot of fun. Sure. We got a double and a triple in the books here,
Okay.
boys.
We're having a
You know
good
what?
time. The sun's coming out now too.
That's it.
It's gonna be a good day.
We're laughing. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for everything.
Yeah. So you had Bruce. You had the boys.
I had the boys, and I had Kyle Bukowski.
Oh, Bukowskis. Yeah, he's a beauty.
Yeah, he is a beauty. Yeah, he actually spared for my beer league team the other
Yeah.
night. I don't know if you saw that, but
I did. It was impressive. After he had done his coverage for the
yeah,
game.
it's so funny. Like I'm watching him on TV, and then an hour later, I'm skating around with him. So
How was his hair? Was he wearing a hat?
he wore a helmet and a hat. Yeah. So the boys were a little disappointed they didn't get to catch a glimpse of that beautiful flow.
Yeah, he's got a really, and the thing with Kyle, he's got a very strong hairline.
Yeah.
It's impressive. Yeah. I'm envious
Yeah.
every time I see him on TV, and then how he is able to memorize
He
all that gibberish.
doesn't skip a beat.
No,
man. Like,
he's a machine.
Mhm.
He's a machine. I always tell everybody that. I'm like, the guy's one of the best.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's why I was joking with him. I'm like, you've never stuttered a day in your life,
No.
have you?
No. And he's pretty active. Like I know he cycles a lot. Like he's always on his bike.
Yeah.
Works out a lot. And he's a bigger guy
He's in
than
great shape.
He's
yeah.
a big dude. Like he's like sick. He's like our height.
Yeah, so that sends back end. What are you thinking?
I still, and I'm being honest here, because I know I get a lot of pushback on I could be critical of Brandstrom and so on and so forth. And I hate that I have to do that, but the way I see this team moving forward, and I always say this isn't like, I don't think, it's not because he's very small per se.
Yeah.
I
He can be small and physical.
I don't see him fitting on a third pairing. Like he's not that guy, and I think Ottawa really needs to focus on getting, maybe a little grittier back there on that third pairing. When I say that, it's like a big mobile guy like Clevin. To me, it's his spot to lose. I don't know. And based off the game against Toronto last night, was it last night? No, the first game. Did he play last night? I'm trying to remember what game I watched him play.
They played last night. Toronto game.
Yeah, no, I thought he looked good. He looked like he made some nice little outlet passes. And to me, when I watch those stay-at-home D-men, it's like, how comfortable does he look? Is he just spitting the bit? Like, is he just panicking and getting rid of it? I don't see that.
No, he's actually confident with the puck, I find, right?
So
and at this point, the best players should be playing on the team, right?
Especially a year like this. The rebuild, technically, like the rebuild bullshit is over now,
Yeah.
and everyone knows that. That's not being critical of anybody in particular.
Yeah.
I just think for the way the team's looking and your window of opportunity, and I mean, everyone's healthy now. So if it means having Clevin on your third pairing with Hamonic, who would be a good mentor for him as far as having all that experience under his belt, like just do that. But again,
and then
it'll depend on training camp. Like if he looks good in the games and he looks comfortable, then you can play him.
Right.
If you can tell he's still, a little immature on the ice, looks like he's a little jittery, he might need more seasoning. I'll have to watch him play a little bit more here to make a more definitive call on it. But
yeah, I would hate for them to just send him down just because he's the guy who's on a two-way, right? Like that's kind of backwards thinking.
Yeah, and I don't think that'll be the case. I still maintain he's going to be there on opening night. I know a lot of people think Branstrom's going to start. I think Pierre wants Branstrom to start.
Yeah.
I just don't think. I think Clevin's going to surprise a lot of people, but we'll see.
I think they would make a great pair, but the only issue is then one of them's going to be on the wrong side again, right? So it's like you can't have two pairings with
and
the guy on the
that's
wrong
another that's another conversation. Like you mentioned earlier to me on the course with Shabbat playing on the right side with Chick, and it's like you can tell
you force him to his backhand.
You're getting a lesser player every time you put a defenseman on his unnatural side.